What's going on, ChavezzSlovakia? I'm mixing fandoms today because I didn't realize that I had this shirt on. I thought it was just a regular black shirt. I just had it on inside out. So I flipped it inside out, and it's the Jon Snow shirt. And I'm wearing the cape of a Hufflepuff because, you know, we puff and we huff. That's why we are Hufflepuffs. It's probably a bad joke, but I'm gonna leave that in. No matter how many Harry Potter quizzes I take, I become a Hufflepuff. And I really wanted to be a Ravenclaw because I thought I was hooty and patooty. But apparently I just rep for my friends and sit in comfy chairs. So that's what we shall do. So 101 facts about, well, everything and anything. And that's what we're here to do. Anything and everything facts. So sit back, relax, and snack on some facts. Let's get it. Play. Oh, play.
Number 1. Back in feudal Japan, wealthy lords deliberately built their homes with squeaky floors, known as nightingale floors.
That is very true.
10 unexplained.
That is a very true thing. So when you walk around, you can't sneak into their house to assassinate them. That's a pretty good fact.
In order to make it more difficult for ninjas to walk in and, you know, kill them. The way I stop ninjas from killing me is by living in the 21st century. And it seems to do the trick.
You son of a bitch.
Number 2. Honey is the only food product that never goes bad. Honey that was buried with the pharaohs in ancient Egypt is still pretty safe to eat. Number 3. In the 1830s, ketchup was sold as medicine. Who knows what for? I mean, presumably it was a cure for not having gloriously tomato chips. Yes, I said chips, not fries, America and France. Number 4.
Also, if you didn't understand this, we were definitely going to be Googling some of these facts. Ketchup as, and it goes medicine, vegetable, cleaner, pizza sauce, and moisturizer. So I think I'm going to start with medicine and then we're going to make our way to fucking moisturizer. So in 1834, ketchup was sold as a cure for indigestion by an Ohio physician named John Cook. Tomato ketchup was popularized as a condiment commercially in the late 1800s, and today Americans put 10 billion ounces of ketchup annually. I cannot believe we buy that much ketchup. Ketchup as a moisturizer. Let's see that. Oh, is that a clip? Is that what that is?
Don't get it. Why won't you go to the concert with me?
Hannah Montana.
It's just that, I really want to spend some quality time with my brother. Pretty good. Just getting some ketchup for my veggie burger. I see like mayonnaise. Never tried that on a veggie burger. And maybe I should, but not today because of ketchup. You know what a lot of people don't know is...
Don't do this.
It's also a wonderful moisturizer.
Oh, don't do this. Oh, God.
Moisturizer. You're pretty funny. Oh, my hand does feel softer.
Why did so many people Google that? Why did so many people Google that? All right, off we go.
A second is called a second simply because it's the second division of the hour by 60, the first division being a minute. This begs the question of why minutes aren't called firsts, but hey, I don't make the time rules, I just follow them. Number 5. The US state of Wyoming only has 2 sets of escalators. I'll admit it, I genuinely thought this was the internet having me on, but apparently it's true. The state is so rural and flat and with such an abundance of open space that buildings tend to be built out rather than up. And any buildings that do have more than one story are serviced by stairs and lifts. Number 6. Antarctica is actually the largest desert in the world, not the Sahara.
Yes,
and no,
that is very true. Antarctica is technically a desert because it deals with the amount of drinkable water, not stuff that could possibly be water.
I'm not having a stroke. This is because deserts are actually areas with very little moisture, and everything in Antarctica is frozen solid, so there is no moisture there.
At all.
Number 7.
You will
There's
die.
enough sperm in one single man to impregnate every woman on Earth. Yeah, that...
Genghis tried. Genghis tried. And also, what, Andrew Jackson? Is that the one who had all those kids by those slaves? Yeah. They did enough.
Oh, that sounded way less gross in my head. Number 8. You may think the famous hashtag that all the kids are using these days is apparently called a pound sign. Well, there's actually an even older term for it. Apparently, the hashtag's scientific name is the octothorpe, also known as the octotroph. You know the brand of rum named Captain Morgan? My god, my throat is weird. Of course you do, you stinking drunk. Well, there actually was a real-life Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
He was a Welsh
Hell
pirate
yeah.
who later became the Lieutenant Governor of Jamaica. Ah, he made something of himself. That's nice. Number 10. The Vatican Bank is the only bank in the world that enables ATM users to carry out transactions in Latin. It also allows you to get an account summary chiseled in a slab of marble.
Are you serious?
That one isn't true.
Oh, I was
Imagine.
like, what the fuck? How much does that cost?
Number 11.
I thought they would just charge you for it. I was like, bro, I want one.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a snowflake? Yes, the largest ever recorded snowflake fell in Keogh, Montana in 1887.
1887.
Measuring 15 inches wide, which is in fact larger than some
15
birds. But most
inches.
planes are, hopefully, larger than 15 inches.
15-inch snowflake. That's incredible.
Number 12. In 1386, a pig in France, now known as the Sow of Falaise, was dressed in human clothing, tried in court, and publicly executed by hanging. Oh, come on, guys, that seems a little extreme. What did the little piggy do? Well, it killed a child by eating its face. Yeah, that'll make me wanna hang a pig.
Okay.
Number 13. The scientific name for the western lowland gorilla is gorilla. This fact is of particular significance to me because, well, my full name is Sam. I thought I was the only one.
Western lowland gorilla. The western lowland gorilla is only subspecies kept in zoos, with the exception of the Amaru and the female eastern lowland gorilla, and few mountain gorillas kept in captive are Domestic Republic of Congo.
14. In 2012, a British man became so fed up with cold callers bothering him that he changed his name to Tim Price. His logic is that potential callers would see his name on whatever list he's on and think, nah, sod that. Number 15.
Did it work?
The average person will produce enough saliva over the course of their lifetime to fill 2 full-size swimming pools.
Holy shit.
Let's hope whatever piece of information that fact replaced in your brain wasn't very important. Number 16. There are 5 temples in the Japanese city of Kyoto that have ceilings covered in bloody footprints. The ceilings are made by the floorboards of a castle where a group of samurai warriors killed themselves rather than be killed or captured by enemy forces that were quickly closing in. Most of the bloodstains appear to be fairly amorphous marks, but you will find the occasional bloody footprint if you look hard enough, you little sickos.
Oh, that's intense.
Number 17. The planet of Saturn is so low in density that it could float in water. Assuming
Yeah,
you have a big
yeah,
enough
that's
bucket
cool.
to hold it in, hypothetically. In reality, if you did have a bucket big enough in which to dunk the entire planet of Saturn, its huge atmosphere would dissipate and its rocky core would likely sink. Yes, that's right, shockingly, Saturn cannot exist as it does now while immersed entirely in water. Number 18. Larry Page and Sergey Brin once offered to sell Google to the web company Excite for less than $1 million in 1999.
Wow.
But the morons over at Excite turned them down. Google is now worth several $100 billion. Silly Excite, makes you get more excited.
Google.
Number 19. There's an opera house located on the US-Canada border where the stage is in one country and about half the audience is in the other. I bet customs there is an absolute
That's
nightmare.
cool.
Number 20. For every human scurrying around on Earth, there are roughly 1.6 million ants, numbering somewhere around 100 trillion ants. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Pretty gross, but cool.
Yeah,
Number
it is.
21.
I think that's really fascinating, actually.
Speaking of ants, by the way, in what is possibly one of the strangest experiments ever conducted, a group of German scientists once attached individual pig hairs to the legs of ants to act as stilts, in order to see whether or not they could find their home by counting their steps. The ants with stilts did in fact overshoot their nest by roughly 50% as a result, proving that tiny animals use some form of internal pedometer to find their way home.
That's smart.
Number
That's really smart.
22. More than 1 million coins are thrown into Rome's Trevi Fountain every year. The money is regularly collected and used to fund a supermarket for the poor and needy.
Oh, that's really
Number
sweet.
23. When Britain changed the packaging for standard paracetamol from bottles to blister packets, deaths from intentional overdoses fell by a whopping 43%.
Dang, really, guys?
This is
Really?
presumably because anyone who wanted to off themselves would have to laboriously push each pill out of the packet one at a time, rather than simply pouring them all out onto a single counter.
I guess that makes sense with like older people though, who would like forget whether or not they took it or like have trouble counting, I guess.
And it's
Wow.
all thanks to the miracle of profound human laziness, which saves
Yeah.
lives. Number
Yeah.
24. In Norse mythology, there's a squirrel named Ratatoskia, who
Ratatoskr.
exists solely to carry insulting messages back and forth between a great eagle and a dragon at opposite ends of the mythical world tree known as Yggdrasil. Ratatoskia.
Yggdrasil is a dope ass name.
Staring at the pot.
Yo,
Num-
I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. Yggdrasil. I'm gonna write those names down. I'm gonna name that something in a video game. Like, you know, when you get like pets or some shit. That's fucking cool. Nerdy, but so the way you do this is you open up a group text that has 7 people in it, and you send those names without any context whatsoever. Dope.
Brazil.
Yggdrasil.
Nosy sipping the tea and stirring the pot.
But yeah, so that's where we're gonna end that, man. Thank you guys for rolling through. Appreciate seeing you guys here, and yeah, we'll just continue with another part. I guess there's plenty more facts to learn, so I guess why we have to end it here. So let's get into it. Chavez out. Well, that was really gimpy, wasn't it? No, it's fine. Peace.